In the early 19th century, what resource did Persia have to pique Britain interest? Oil. In the early 19th century, Persia's oil piqued Britain's interest. All right, so we're talking about the early 19th century. All right, so just to let you know, Iran dislikes Britain a lot. All right, and this is because they kind of felt exploited and used and taken advantage of, especially when it comes to the revenues of extracting this oil and selling it. Okay, so you have here the British Empire, or we'll say, British influence, right? Discovering oil within the Persian lands, right? Pushing forward on, we're talking specifically about Tehran, all right? Tehran, we're talking about Tehran, right? And Tehran, right, was only given a small percentage of the entire royalties, and the rest were given to, of course, the ones who made the discovery, right? So the Britons, all right, and this kind of is what this is what influences Persia's or Iran's hatred towards the British. Okay, they kind of blamed them for their economic delay. All right, had they been given, we'll say, a larger percentage, poverty wouldn't have been so bad, and they would have a nice, growing, stable economy, right? So, Iran or Tehran, they dislike the British, the British as a whole, and that's because of what happened during the early 19th century during the discovery of oil there. All right. So once again, in the early 19th century, Persia's oil piqued Britain's interest.